One of our favorite things of our mom was she always had the best stories.
Please tell us your favorite story about her so it will always be remembered. Thank you for celebrating our mom's life with us. Leave your message after the beep.
So this is Joyce. My favorite memory, I think it's two, and it has to do with food. One is when I made fufu, and she couldn't get over the fact that you can cut the fufu, and it's not an actual hard substance, and she was freaking out. And the other is when we went to New York and we had chicken tenders, and she thought it was real chicken tenders, even though we're vegan, and she's told me to go to the kitchen and check if it's real chicken tenders, and her mouth was open, and she couldn't believe it. So those are my two favorite memories, amongst all of the other wonderful, wonderful memories.
Hi, this is Sharon. I used to live right next door to your mom on Madison Street in the yellow house, and I had a lot of memories of her, but one of my favorite ones of her was teaching me about her gardens around her whole properties, and I learned a lot from her, and I'm so sad to hear what has happened to her, but God bless you all, and I love you.
Hey Jay, this is Brian. I hugged everybody at the class union just like you wanted.
I love you, baby. I miss you so much. Bye.
My best memory of Jay is when a group of us ladies down at the beach went out to celebrate someone's 70th birthday party, and we all wore mustaches and went to Hobbs Harborside and laughed till we almost wet our pants. I miss you, Jay. Bye-bye.
Hi, this is Elaine Papa Mahill, Jay's cousin on Aunt Kay's side. You know my sister Doria very well. I live in Virginia, where we grew up, and when Doria was a young adult, before you guys were born, before Jay had children, Doria was in her early 20s, and she and our parents were having a difficult time, and Aunt Kay brought Doria to Maine, and she lived on the farm with Jay and your father, and Jay and Doria became very close, as you know. They also were taking care of John's uncle, who had Down syndrome, and used to bring him to family events. Aunt Kay and Jay helped Doria to settle in Maine and have a life of her own. And now, 30 plus years later, Doria has a life in Maine that she loves. And Jay stayed close with Doria over the years. She was Doria's favorite person, and just they had so much fun together, being silly. And I just want to express my eternal gratitude on behalf of our entire family to the Caramihalis family, and especially to Jay and Jay's daughters, for your kindness and for making such a huge difference in all of our lives for the better. Embracing Doria and making her part of the family and caring for her in a way that, you know, our immediate family could not do. And I wanted to let you know that our sister, Constantia, who we call Tia, can't be here, but she has a direct line to God and is praying for Jay and each one of you and sends her love. And we love you very much, and we'll miss Jay very much, and we'll try to live by her example. She was an inspiration, and I will definitely try to put some of those things into practice in my own life. And it was just so great being here and hearing you guys talk about her, and I love you. Bye.
Hey, I have so many stories that I could tell about Jay. Jay was my neighbor. This is Carol Marceau. And one of the ones I remember the most is Jay had a beautiful dog, Megra. And my dog had passed away, and she knew how much I was missing my dog. And she would always ask me if I would take care of Meg when her and the girls would go on vacation. And so I absolutely loved it, and loved it when you all went away on vacations because I knew I got to take care of Meg. Well, one time she had a new young man in her life, and he was trying to make brownie points, and he was going to take care of Meg. And Jay had told him, well, you can take care of her on this particular day, but you make sure bring her home because Carol's going to be wanting to take care of her on the weekend. Well, when I went to go and pick Meg up that night, she wasn't there. And I was kind of worried that, oh, maybe something's wrong. Did something happen? So I was reached out, and I don't remember how, I ended up getting a hold of Jay or somebody in the family. And actually, Jay ended up calling the guy, telling him, hey, I told you that Carol needs to take care of Meg because she's needing this for her because her dog died and she really needs somebody. And so she needs Meg. And she told him that he had to bring the dog back home so that Carol could take care of her. And that was your mom. She was just the sweetest person. I just love her and will miss her, as I know you all do, and just always so kind and loving. So God bless you all. And Jay, I know you're watching over us all. Love you and miss you, girl. And I watch the Three Sisters across on Madison Street, the Three Pines. You always call them the Three Sisters, and just want to let you know I walk by them and think of you always. I love you, girl. Bye-bye. Hey, Jay's girls, it's Carol Marceau again. Just was thinking I have to tell you this. I remember your mom telling me about when all the family went on a cruise to Greece. It was for your grandma. It was sort of a last cruise with the whole family. And she was telling me about how she used to go down to this little sort of like, I guess, a little coffee shop and where the locals would meet. And she said, and there were always these gentlemen there. And she said, of course, she would speak Greek to them. And she said they kind of became her buddies. And she said one day one of them was like, well, gee, aren't you married? Where's your husband? And Jay says, oh, I killed him. And I just laughed so hard. And she said they just fell in love with her, and she was part of their morning coffee. And I can just imagine your mom saying that. She just, full of life, just so full of life, so joyful, and she made my life very special. And I just know how much she loved all of you girls, and she has left a beautiful legacy in all of you. I love you all. Bye-bye.
Christina, Elizabeth, and Ava. This is Christina O. That is my nickname. I just came to realize that today when I saw my envelope that was hung by you. I just want you to know that your mom just had such a big impression on me because I was so young when I met her as a young woman. And I have so many stories. How do I pick one? And I'm going to pick one that I haven't shared, and that is the duct tape sweatshirt. She drove me crazy when she would wear that because I hated it so much. But then it became such a big joke between the two of us that she would wear it just to piss me off because she knew it would. I loved her so much. I'm going to miss her immensely. And she was just such a good role model as a mother that I had the joy and pleasure of watching because she is all of your biggest fan. I love you girls. I promise to continue to tell her stories. Bye.
Have you ever called someone and they didn't pick up and you leave a message? That's what you're doing right now.
I love Jay so much. I wish I could have her back. I love Yaya so much. I really like her. I wish she'd come back so much.
I love you, Jay. I'll miss you forever. Remember the time when we were in second grade and we stuffed our underwear with toilet paper because we wanted to see how it felt to have big rear ends like our teachers. I love you, sweetie.
This is so cute. This is Molly, and it's not necessarily a specific story, more of the way that she made me feel every time I saw her. And I think I was trying to remember the last time I saw her, and I think it was when Amelia was a newborn, and we took a little trip together to the craft store to get supplies to make a mobile, and I just felt like I was riding in the car with my best friend, and we'd been best friends forever. I miss the way that she would, like, say your name, Christina, say your name under her breath. Like, after she would say something really wise, or she would always say, okay, and then under her breath, she'd be like, oh, Christina. And I just, like, loved watching the way that she parented, the way that she moved through the world. I have so many memories of being at your house, and the way that she loved Madison, and the way that she like had the laundry out on the pool table, and the pictures and the art and everything everywhere, and I always felt welcome at your house. And it was so fun to see all these pictures of your mom, and then some pictures I'm like, oh my god, that's Christina, oh my god, that's Liz, like, oh my god, that's Ava. You all carry so much of her with you, and I think that was like a big takeaway from what you girls said while you were up there, was the love and joy, and the way that she believed in you, the way she was so excited for every story. I mean, I felt that too every time I talked to her, and I just want to be like her. And I think I've already said that, but I just always remember that when I was little, being like, wow, I hope when I grow up I am just like this. And I hope that you can all feel her, not just in those moments of what you learned from her, but I hope you can feel her. I just did. While I was standing in front of her ashes, I did. Oh, okay. I love you so much, and this is such a beautiful celebration, and I'm so fucking proud of you.
Hey Jay, I love you and I miss you. And oh God, I think you know how much you meant to me, and what a strength you were for me, and how much you've taught me as long as I've known you. And it's so nice being here and seeing that everyone else kind of felt the same way about you. You're such an amazing person, and I'm so thankful to have met you. So I just want to say thank you for everything. I love you.
Hey Jay, hope you're doing good wherever you are. Just wanted to say you always kind of felt like a third grandmother to me. You're always there to listen and offer advice when I needed it. You're such a kind soul. Felt like family in a place where I had none, and I'll never forget that. Thank you.
Hey Jay, there's so many beautiful stories about you. But I want to let you know I'm having a daughter. Mike Smith wanted me to share this story so it can keep going with your daughters. This is from him. When I came back after being out for over a year from the heart attack and stroke, she didn't even know. She thought I was on vacation, so she said, "How was your vacation?" And I said to myself, uh-oh, she doesn't know this. It's going to break her heart. It did, but from that moment on, every single time we saw each other, we hugged like it was our last, and each one filled me with joy, and I will never forget her and those hugs. So Mike Smith definitely misses your hugs, and I do too. Love, Brandon.
Hi, this is Kristen Plant, Morgan Fogg's mom, and the biggest message I can remember about that I want to leave for your mom is I was so nervous when my kids were going snowboarding for the first time. Colby was driving over to King Pine. He was taking Morgan and all our friends. I was so nervous, and I said, oh my God, Jay, I can't do this. I've always been there. What if something happens? And she said to me, Kristen, listen to me. She said, every time I get worried, she goes, I don't like using the word worry. Every time I get concerned about what my girls are doing, all I do is I picture them. I picture them wherever they are going, and I just think of what they're doing, like snowboarding, coming down the mountain. And she goes, I just picture them with the sunshine behind them and the biggest smile on their face. And I just having fun and getting in the car after and laughing as they're coming home. So she said, every time you get worried about it, just replace that worried feeling with the best image you can possibly imagine. So I have told that story to countless people throughout my life. And the one other one is kind of a funny story. So we're at a soccer game when Ava and Morgan were playing together, and it was freezing cold. It was October, and the wind was whipping. It was so cold. So I said to my husband, I said, oh my gosh, I said, I wish I had a little something in this coffee because, like an Irish coffee, this is so cold out here. So he went to Dunkin' Donuts, got me a coffee, and put some Irish coffee in it, Irish whiskey in it. So we were sitting there and we're watching the game, and I'm sitting next to your mom, and I said, oh my God, this is ridiculous. This is so cold. It was Columbus Day weekend. And I go, oh my God, this coffee tastes so good. She goes, do you mind if I have a sip? And I go, oh my gosh, no. And I knew it had the whiskey in it, but I didn't say a word. I just passed it over to her. She took a swig, and then she took it down, and she goes, oh my God, that coffee's so good. She took another one, and then a third one, and then passed it back to me. She said, thank you, darling, and gave me a little wink. She knew exactly what it was in it, but we laughed. I loved her to death. I think of her all the time, and there's so many memories, and each one of you share so much of who she was inside of you. Pass it on and share it for generations to come. Love you all.
Oh, let's see. Well, before I even saw this Better Together board about the hugs, I was thinking, and this is something I've thought about many times in the past, but driving down here to her celebration of life, I was thinking, she taught me how to hug. And she taught me that it was okay to hug people who weren't huggers because they always felt better about it afterwards. And not just to hug, your family, but acquaintances and strangers. And yeah, she taught me how to hug. She had a great hug. I'm going to think a little bit more. This is Jill, by the way. I'm going to think a little bit more, and then I'll pick up again. Love you, Jay. Always and forever.